What's going on, y'all? Real quickly, just doing a quick intro. Wanted to let you guys know, got some new angles for you guys. And I did some voiceovers over these clips. This video was supposed to be Technique Thursday yesterday. Still working out the kinks with the whole chest camera thing. It was gifted to me, so I'm trying to figure that out, the best way to make it work for you guys. Gonna be getting a GoPro as well with that soon. But anyways though, guys, gonna get into today's intro. Keep in mind, this was a Technique Thursday, but you can mix it in with some ultralight fishing only challenge and some techniques for you guys. But anyways though, guys, stay tuned for today's video. Watch till the end. There's a really nice fish at the end that I caught on ultralight, and that was real fun. But anyways though, guys, gonna get into this intro. Stay tuned. What's going on, y'all? Back at it again here for you guys. It's a Technique Thursday today. And the other day, Tackle Tuesday, I discussed some ultralight setup tackle and things that I like to use. So in today's video, I'm just gonna quickly go over, I'm not gonna go over how to fish every bait, such as jerk baits, crankbaits, lipless crankbaits, and whatnot, but I'm gonna be really going over some just basic quick techniques for some ultralight fishing, and I'm gonna get to fishing with some of those techniques over here, this little nice childhood area that I used to always fish at. But anyways though, without further ado, I'm going to get into some techniques and fishing, and stay tuned for today's little video. Alrighty, y'all. So I'm going to start out with is got this little lipless crankbait, and now, like I said, the key with ultralight is to be lightweight and small little baits, smaller than your usual profile that you'll be throwing out there. So hopefully the technique here to get a little more bites with those small profile baits, and the light ultralight setup is to be able to properly handle these ultralight baits. So like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with this crankbait, then I'm going to try a few other baits, try a few other spots, and stay tuned, guys. Alright, y'all, so I was over here at this spot that I came to, and there's a lot of largemouth bass and peacock bass that like to sit around these rock pilings here. So there's a lot of minnows that cruise around this area, and ultralight tackle is just a great option here to where I can get a smaller bait profile to entice some fish to bite. Now, here I got on a nice little peacock bass, and this fish, when I cast it out there, basically hit it as soon as it falled. So I was just casting it out there, reeling it real smooth and twitching it briefly, and then suddenly he was on. Ended up being a very nice little peacock bass here for that ultralight setup. Great fight, and that's just one thing actually with the ultralight being lightweight. You can't really fight them super hard or you'll end up pulling hooks. Just right here you could see, there you go, see how easily those hooks came off. If you end up fighting that fish a little too hard, you'll pull those hooks out of that fish. And anyways though, guys, right here, nice little peacock bass for some ultralight tackle for you. I ended up fishing here some more after, had a couple bites, couldn't really get much, but after that I moved over to another spot and I tried some ultralight popping, and I'll get into talking about that real quick. Alrighty, y'all, just got that little peacock bass there on that ultralight. It's a good little first fish to start the morning, and all I did really was use that little ultralight lipless crankbait, found some fish following it, started dropping it real slow, twitching it up and down, and that is a good first morning fish for you guys. Good little peacock bass there. Gonna get the release on that fish. Just got that good morning peacock bass there on this little ultralight setup for you guys. There you go. And they're going crazy this morning. So, gonna get that release real quick. This good little morning peacock for that ultralight. Oh, bit down on my thumb. All right, so made it over to this other spot. Tried some ultralight popping. Love this technique for representing like a small mosquito or whatnot, but came over here, had plenty of luck before in the past at some topwater bites here. A lot of good cover and lily pads to throw that topwater popper around, maybe induce a strike. Fished around this area a little bit. Actually, what's interesting is I came over right here, and this fish right here was one of the biggest peacock bass I've ever seen. Now, I've seen plenty of big ones. I've caught plenty of big ones, but this one was just different. I really have never seen one of that size before. After that, I moved over to another spot, switched over to a little shad wrap, and that was a great little option, I thought, to represent a little minnow or bluegill. Now, small profile baits, like those minnows and bluegills, is where ultralight really shines. You get to get on some ultralight smaller tackle and lures and really match those small bait presentations. Now, I got on a fish right here, pretty good fish on this shad wrap, and all I was doing really was a twitch pause retrieve, and that fish hit it on the pause. Just fighting that fish here, good little fight there in the fish, and eventually got him up right there. And one thing I like to see here was both hooks were on him, so that means that he was hitting it very, very well and loved feeding on that little shad wrap there. And now that is just a key of ultralight fishing. When you get these small minnow profile bluegill small baits schooling around, these bass will ambush these smaller fish that are piled up in schools. And just like this fish hit it with both treble hooks, ambushed it, probably thinking it was just a lone stranded little bait fish there. But good little bass there. I'm gonna move over to another lake now. All right, guys, so moved over to this other lake now, right next door, and was using the shad wrap still, and my technique here was bouncing that shad wrap off of the rocks. Here as well, a lot of small baits and small profile baits, saw a lot of little bluegill, and honestly, these little bluegill look just like this shad wrap. Now right here, I'm finding this real good fish. Ooh, and he started pulling real good there, but I started realizing this is a very good big fish, and you got to be very light with these ultralight tackle fights. Had to jump down here and get it. I couldn't pull that fish up. He was just too big. But wow, look at that fish. It's a real nice one there on that shad wrap. Good thick body. Mid-February, they say. Prime time to catch a real big bass in South Florida. And that was just a really good largemouth there on that shad wrap. Got him on the corner of the mouth there. So maybe I was fishing a little fast, but as soon as that shad wrap started bouncing off the rocks, got him on right there. But that was a real good largemouth there. Oh man, y'all, look at this fatty on the shad wrap, guys. Look at that shad wrap right there. Fatty, fat, good largemouth there. Let's get that hook out of her. Oh yeah. All right, guys, look at that fat bass. That is a good thick one. Y'all, I'm gonna get the release on that fish there. That is a very good bass. Just got this beautiful thick largemouth there and this little shad wrap on the ultralight, and I'm gonna get the release on her. Look at that good thick one there. Gonna get her back in the water. Revive her real good. Oh, she's biting down. My thumb there. And there she goes. Oh man, guys, that was a good fish there on that ultralight. Very good chunky bass there, I'd say. Good solid 3.5, 4 pounder there. Thick bass. But anyways though, guys, I'm gonna see if I can get on one more fish in the shad wrap, and I'll see you guys in the garage. Right, y'all. So that's gonna do it for this little video. You guys saw some good ultralight fishing that I did. I shared some little techniques with you guys. I am still fairly new to ultralight fishing. I'm gonna widen my variety of baits and figure out some more tricks and techniques for you guys. So I'll make a volume 2 for Technique Thursday and Tackle Tuesday for ultralight fishing. But guys, some good fish today. Another key thing to keep in mind with the light tackle, don't fight the fish too hard. You will end up pulling hooks and you will end up losing fish as well. That last big bass I caught, there's no way I could have pulled that fish up on the shore. I had to go down and get him. But anyways though, guys, just some great overall fish there. Some little techniques and tricks for ultralight that I used and just shared with you guys. But anyways though, guys, hope y'all enjoyed today's little video. If you liked today's video, Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more future content like this. I'm going to be expanding and doing some more improvements for video quality and the channel. So stay tuned for that as well. Going to be changing things up, going out to some good places real soon. But anyways though guys, hope y'all enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.